Okay, Dad.
Yes.
We've had you out here for the wedding, for
Yes.
Katie's wedding.
Yes.
And so we wanted to go and get some of your thoughts and memories recorded to be preserved.
Okay.
So let's just start off with the basic ones. Tell me a little bit about your parents.
My parents.
And keep it clean.
Well, my father, you seem to know about, but my mother was a zero. She was completely subservient to him, and she had a twisted back, so she felt that it was very nice of him to have married her. My father once walking to a date, it was very windy, and it was hit on the head with a milk bottle.
By whom?
By the wind.
Oh, okay.
My father always tried to get me to work in his print shop. I followed the old-fashioned method of hand-lifting each letter of type. I also worked the printing press, lifted the heavy chases, the iron frame that enclosed the type.
Now, was this all on 18th Avenue that I remember? Was that where the
Yes.
print shop was?
Well, yes. We first moved down there. We moved onto the L. I thought I was going into the country because under the L was the trolley tracks, and between the trolley tracks was grass. I thought it was the country. Later we moved to I guess it was a basement store underneath these people's home. Eventually, my father moved further down the street because he bought the building. And his store was downstairs, and your mother and I lived upstairs.
And that's where I first grew up.
I
Above
don't
the
know.
printing
I remember
press.
Michael and I taking a bath in the hot summer, and I almost scolded him. He got under the flowing water. I don't remember you then. I don't think you came into existence until Franklin Square.
No, I remember. Because I remember running, I have some old movies of me running around there with Michael in front of the store and the swinging on the swings when I was 3 years old in the backyard.
You were on swings, but all right.
There's a little alley
Could
to
you
the
have
right
been
side.
visiting?
No. Because we didn't move to Franklin Square till I was 4.
That building was eventually sold to a rabbi who had the property directly behind the store, so he had a throughway from 18th Avenue to the next street.
So I remember the print shop, and I remember that old linotype machine.
The old line, that was later. My father always wanted to have a linotype machine because that meant instead of setting type by individual letters, you could just type and a slug, a line of writing would come out on hot lead, but that machine that he bought was already over 20 years old, but that's what he wanted.
I remember that machine that had a little bucket of molten lead in it.
That was in the back store.
Right.
The back of the store, yes.
And then there was this huge, incredibly heavy barrel filled with discarded type.
He thought he was very advanced at that point.
What was he printing?
Invitations? Things like that?
What?
Announcements, invitations?
Newspapers?
It was called commercial printing. And anything you brought in, he printed up.
So letterhead and, all
He
small
printed journals.
journals. Did he ever print any newspaper size, or is it all smaller stuff?
No.
Smaller.
And he lost a finger, didn't he? Chasing a Mickey through the printing.
No. He
Hickey.
couldn't keep his hands out of the moving machinery. He didn't lose a finger. He lost the tip of a finger.
He was trying to get a blotch off.
I don't know what he tried. He had his hand in there while the machines are moving back and forth. So
I'm gonna just pause.